Ilia El Matador Topuria owns Paddy the Fatty Pimblett. All about the story why Ilia is now officially Paddy's daddy in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum, my brother.
It was March of 2022 when Ilia Topuria was scheduled to fight Jay Herbert in the O2 Arena in London, and Paddy was also on that card. Ilia Topuria walks into, I believe it was the Hilton Hotel in London to confront Paddy about some beef that they had online that started online as always, right? And they have a little altercation, security comes in, whatever, and Paddy throws a hand sanitizer bottle at Ilia, right? All nice and good, that's what happened. So then the beef obviously continued because that's kind of unfinished business. Both had a hatred towards each other, and they kept, at least for the next one or two fights, kept talking about each other, being asked about each other on interviews, and if they want to fight each other, this and that, because Ilia came up to lightweight for one fight, so there was rumors that, hey, why not make them fight, which made sense back then, right? Ilia was still on the come up, but it did not make sense at the same time because he was a featherweight that just did a one fight kind of excursion to lightweight, right? So they both continue on with their path, and their paths cross again at UFC 282 in December of 2022 when Blachowicz fought Putin Ankalaev for the vacant light heavyweight belt, right? The fight ended in a draw, as you know. And in the press conference, Ilia was there at the press conference, plus Paddy the Baddy. They both fought on that card. So they had a couple of words for each other, and I think even the reporters instigated the whole thing, which makes sense, which was fun to watch. And Paddy was just, as Paddy is, pretty annoying. You were born in Germany, you were born in Germany, Mr. Hand Sanitizer boy. Like, it was just, as Paddy is, right, you can love him or hate him. I don't think there's any in between. You either love him, which I can see why in some stages, or you hate him, which I totally understand as well, right? They went back and forth, this and that, but then their paths completely went apart from each other because one guy went to the top of his division at featherweight, beat the best guys you can beat in his division, beat Josh Emmett in the most dominant fashion you can ever beat someone, then went up to knock out the greatest featherweight, or potentially greatest featherweight of all time, together with Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, then goes out to defend his title after he became champ, knocks out the guy who everyone said you cannot knock him out, Max Holloway, one of the other potentially the second greatest featherweight of all time. As I said, Jose Aldo also fits in there somewhere, kind of in the first place, sharing it with Volkanovski. So knocks out two of the greatest, if not the two greatest featherweights of all time, knocks them out. Doesn't just like Hail Mary knocks him out, dominates them, especially Volkanovski, and knocks them out, right? While the other guy is fighting Jared Gordon, where he lost, clearly lost that fight, but then goes after the fight, Dana, 50 G's, performance of the night, lad, fight of the night, lad. Like, shut the hell up. Keeps mumbling about, I won the fight, clearly. If you don't think I won the fight, you don't know anything about MMA. Like, bro, rewatch the fight and be honest to yourself.
A little bit stupid, I don't understand this guy.
Then goes to fight, I don't know if that was before, I would have to look at it real quick, that I don't give you any misinformation. The Jordan Levitt fight was before, true, he beat Jordan Levitt, a sus little jiu-jitsu boy. It was a good win though, he submitted him, GG's. As I said, Jared Gordon won, they lost in my opinion, and then beat a 50,000-year-old Tony Ferguson who moves at the speed of, I don't know, freaking Lorenzo Fertitta, and then went out to beat another 50-year-old guy, Bobby Green, who luckily for Paddy had a ranking and did the most stupid fight IQ thing I've ever seen by, as a striker, shooting a double leg against Paddy, walking into his guillotine. Like, beautiful finish by Paddy. Can't say anything about it. His jiu-jitsu is elite. I will not say anything about that. But you cannot compare a guy in Ilia that goes to knock out the greatest of all time in their prime, or kind of in their prime, right? You can argue about that. Is the reigning defending champion at one division, whilst the other guy is out there talking trash, beating some old grandpas, right, from the elderly home, and talking like he's the undisputed champion already. And the fun thing about it is why I say Ilia owns Paddy, goddammit. Ilia, obviously, as a winner with the winner mentality, he doesn't even mention Paddy. Whenever reporters ask him about Paddy, he just says, man, don't ask me about this guy. He's not relevant, whatever. I can't make Ilia accent, but you see what I'm talking about? Like, Ilia always says, like, don't talk to me about that guy. Who is he? Like, he's a no one.
Who cares? I don't care. Why do you care?
Of course, he's famous. You cannot take that away from Paddy. He does a lot of good things with his popularity and all of that. Like, he is very popular, and that is because of him. You cannot take it away. But Ilia is right by saying, like, why would I care about that guy? A guy that beats elderlies and is kind of ranked right now at lightweight. I don't know how he's ranked, but somehow ranked. Why should I care about him? I am a reigning defending champion in my division. If I move up to his division, which he's now doing, I will fight for the belt there. You know what I mean? Like, why should I talk about him? He doesn't interest me. I don't care about him. I had an altercation with him 3 years ago. If I would see him on the street, I'll give him a little slap, but that's it. Why should I care about him?
Who cares? Who cares, brother? Who cares, brother? Who cares?
And on the other hand, you have an annoying little sausage named Paddy the Bloody Pimblett, like Hamza would call him.
Barbie what?
Paddy Pimblett.
Paddy Pimblett.
Who's just constantly talking about Ilia. He can't get enough of Ilia's D in his mouth. The whole time he's talking about Ilia this, Ilia that, Mr. Hand Sanitizer boy, Mr. Hand Sanitizer. Like, bro, that was fun when you first said it after the incident happened. Bro, that was 3 years ago. You were so tough, you threw a hand sanitizer bottle at him. Ooh, Mr. Hand Sanitizer boy. That's the name he goes by, Mr. Hand Sanitizer boy. Like, he can't stop talking about him. Talks trash to him all the time, says that their path will cross, they will fight, he will submit him easy, blah, 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 this and that. Okay, if you end up fighting, we shall see. I would bet everything I have that Ilia will knock your brains out in one round without a problem at all, because you are easy, really, honestly, easy work for Ilia Topuria. But hey, I like that you believe in yourself, and obviously you should believe in yourself. You're a elite fighter. You fight in the UFC. Of course you should believe in yourself. No doubt about that. But that's just my opinion that I'm sharing. But he can't stop talking about him. But then when he sees him before UFC London, Ilia is like chilling with like Hunter and stuff behind Dana for the face-offs. Paddy's with his teammate there. He sees Ilia, laughs with his ugly little face, wants to give him a fist bump, and I might exaggerate here, but psychologically Ilia owns him again and tells him who Daddy is. Daddy! Paddy goes for a fist bump, extends his hand, and Ilia does this. Like, instead of giving him a fist bump, like, what's up, bro? He like big boys him, like big brothers him, right? So, hey, if it's good for Ilia that he is not like salty about Paddy, because it could be Paddy is still talking trash while Ilia says I don't care about him. But then if you talk shit about someone the whole time, you have to back it up. I don't say you have to fight him when you see him, that's stupid, but you cannot go to him, offer him a fist bump and then laugh like a little kid who just met his hero. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't do that. You either this or that. And Paddy clearly is just a fan of Ilia and would love to be like him. He would love to be a champion like Ilia, which he will never be. And Ilia definitely owns constant headspace in Paddy's little brain. That is just my opinion, you guys. Am I a hater? Will the Scousers come for me now? Write it in the comments, you guys. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, would appreciate that. Make sure to check out my merch as well, blogshop.net. Link is in the bio, freshest merch in the industry, guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.